So yeah, when I say Web 2.0, does anybody here understand the, what there is behind that term?
Where you
One
can,
person?
yeah, where you can create content, also sharing. You are not only a receptor, you are also a creator.
Exactly. That's essentially the revolution that the internet underwent like 5, 6 years ago. And now for us it is very difficult to believe that the internet, there was one time, like in prehistory where it wasn't social, but actually it wasn't. However, the technological revolution that took place, it was just an answer to our need to communicate, and it was us who made the technology help us in terms of communication. This is just a copy and paste from Wikipedia, but the point here is what our colleague just said. User-generated content, using web services, web applications, in order to engage our students to create content online and share it not only with the people in the classroom, but with the rest of the world if needed. So this is kind of propaganda, isn't it? Like Web 2.0 poster based on 3 main pillars: tagging, web applications, and essentially everything is social. Social is the word that covers everything on the web actually today. So very quickly, we all are of age. We all remember sites like mp3.com. We know what Britannica was a site with no Britannica is Britannica Online. And you see the opposition between what we all know, like Napster, Wikipedia. Some people say that the fact that Wikipedia became so important showed that Britannica Online wasn't so well. That's something arguable. But the point is that here, on the figure on the left, you can see a figure from the traditional web where the content was delivered only to the consumers, whereas in the second figure we can see that we might more or less we get rid of the middleman. We can communicate among ourselves, and the bias and the points of view of the media that are behind the delivery of content, of course we just don't need them because we are communicating directly among ourselves. So what does all this mean in terms of education? Well, first of all, we must assume, we must make sure, and we must understand that our situation is privileged, extremely privileged. And as soon as we realize that we have such a great range of tools to use for free on the internet, and because of the technological things, not using them would be a waste of time, because actually our students, many of them, will make us illiterate in terms of technology. If they are not doing that already, they will do in 5 or 10 years. The point behind all this is that the interactivity gets enhanced. And people say that inside the classroom there is social pressure for some kind of personalities in languages, in classes of languages. We really want them to speak, but for some of them it's very difficult. Providing them with other contexts, of course, it's not that students were not leaders before. The point is that students, everybody has the same opportunities to be the leader of the group, to deliver their knowledge, to share what they really think. Terms related to Web 2.0 applied to education: interaction, engagement, motivation, all very nice words, collaborative